Hello, my name is Tiago. I'm a PhD student at the Universidade Federal de Minas Gerais, and I'm here to present to you a little bit of my PhD research. In this work, we try to understand how the primary productivity can affect the whole of plant and ecosystem process. First of all, I would like to thank the organizer of this meeting and also all the financial agents. As we already know, animal biomass is correlated to primary productivity. So environments that have higher primary productivity also tends to have more animal biomass. Another thing that we already know is that higher animal biomass also is correlated to the process. So more animal biomass, we're gonna have more processes, ecosystem process going on. Ants are one of the most abundant group of animal in the world. So it composes 25% of all animal biomass. Just to have an idea, if you can weight all the ants and the termites in the African savannas and compare to vertebrate biomass, we're gonna have that ants and termites have a higher biomass than all the vertebrates, including elephants, zebras, and lizards and birds. Also, ants are involved in many ecosystem process. Just to have idea, they participate on seed dispersal, resource removal, soil biogens and soil bioturbation, and also pollination, among other many others. But we still don't know how the primary productivity or other environmental conditions can modulate the whole of ant and those ecosystems. Therefore, we in this project we just test two of those ecosystem process here, seed dispersal and resource removal, and we have the hypothesis that ants present higher relative importance in resource removal and seed dispersal environments with higher productivity. To test our hypothesis, we had this amazing place where we could find a forest surrounded by an outcrop field. We could test side by side the effect of contrasting primary productivity. So we have this factorial design experiment where we had plots in the forest and plots in the field, suppression and plots and control plots. In the suppression plots, we applied a bite with imidacloprid based, and also another bite to leafcut ants with sulfuramide based. Well, each plot has 80 by 80 meters, but we just use the middle part, 50 by 50 meters square to do our experiment. So to measure ant activity, we use the same bite, but without imidacloprid with a paper. We measured this before the ant suppression and after ant suppression. Here are the results of the ant suppression. After 90 days, we could observe a difference between the suppression and the control plots. So to test our hypothesis, we place 10 of each one of those resources. And also we have 10 other stations of each of those, but caged to prevent vertebrate access to them. We let those in the field for 24 hours. So we found that the free and the caged stations had no difference. So that means that the vertebrates are not really important resource removal and seed dispersal on those ecosystems. Comparing on campus rupestris, the suppression and the control plots, we found difference between them for all the resource that we test. In the forest, we found the same partner. So the suppression plots has less removal rates. And when you compare campus rupestris and the forest, we found that for carbohydrates and proteins, we have higher removal rates on forest than in campus rupestris. But the seed removal, it's similar in both. Therefore, we can say that ants are really important resource removal and also seed dispersal in both ecosystems. When ants take a resource from and bring it to the nest, they are concentrated the nutrients close to the nest. And also, when they are taking seeds, they are putting the seeds in a place with a higher nutrient concentrated place. So that could help the development of plant, for example. Human impacts on those ecosystems can lead to a decrease of ant diversity and also to ant abundance. This could lead to a loss of some of those ecosystem processes provided by ants. And those impacts seems to be more important of high productivity environments where ants are more abundant, and therefore they promoted more impacts on ecosystem process. So by looking those little things, I expect to understand those big processes that are going on in our planet. Thank you so much. Here are my contacts. Feel free to contact me using any of them. Also, I put here the reference that I used in this presentation. And if you have any question,